was PC only and online only, so they kind of cut the servers off. Thanks.
Judging by the screen, I'm guessing this is the GameCube version?
Yes. The GameCube version and Xbox versions are the ones that are the fastest currently, just because of a few minor differences from the Dreamcast to GameCube. And I currently run on GameCube just because it's what I prefer. It feels better, I can control better. The Xbox version is technically faster by loading times in this any percent run by about a minute. But I don't like it because controls feel weird, it doesn't feel right, and it's hard for me to do stuff properly. It's just like GameCube.
Hey, whatever works for you, man.
Yeah. Hey, if a minute's saved, if anyone wants to come and try and take record, go ahead. I dare you.
Alright then. Well, go ahead and start whenever you're ready. Just give me a countdown.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so a lot of neat things about the RNG of this game. Mostly, we don't know much about how maps for this game are generated, but we know a little bit. We know RNG starts upon the game being turned on, and then it's also manipulated slightly by character creation. And with character creation, I chose a name that has a specific value to give my character a specific color ID. Color IDs are important because they manipulate or determine what kind of drops you get for weapons and items. And the one I use is pretty average for most things that we use in an 80% run across the board. So yeah, the character name gives you the color ID, which gives you the specific item drops. The two best color IDs that are mostly used for this category are, I use Blueful because it's a pretty good ID, and then the other one is Viridia. And I need to concentrate for a moment so I don't mess anything up, which I already did. Alright, there we go. So we start off right away with all the tricks and glitches. Take the lady to an item shop, and then you just talk to her in an item shop at the same time, which allows you to use menus while walking around. But you kind of focused on the shop, so you have to go speak to another shop, which I did. Just tap over to the item shop right away, and then close that menu, and it allows me to walk around with the shop menu open while keeping focus on my character.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and so I take that focus of that menu over to the bank, and I do the same thing I did to get focus of my character and the bank at the same time. And because of that, I am able to duplicate Meseta. And it's also the same process with duplicating items, but we don't really have anything item-wise that's helpful to duplicate, so we just do the money. And then we use the same item menu glitch to walk to the weapon shop, and we purchase a weapon, equip it, and then we open our pause menu, our inventory, and then unequip that weapon and equip the weapon again, over and over, while at the same time buying and equipping a new weapon. And that lets us stack all the weapons to give us, like, an insane amount of damage. So yeah, so I'm level 1, I have 1358 attack power, and yeah. I'm
sorry, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. So now I just...
Oh my god.
Another side effect of stacking this many weapons is there is a sprite limit, and my gun is currently invisible, so you're just gonna see me point my saber at things and they're just gonna die. Yeah, and then, as I was saying before, map manipulation, the RNG for it. We have no way to do it currently, or we don't know of a way to do it. So, just kind of stuck with whatever maps we get, and the maps are kind of, there are long maps and short maps. And we got lucky with the first Forest 1. It's the shortest map there is. It's a minute faster than either of the other 2 maps we could have gotten. So, great start so far. But we'll see how great the RNG is later into the run. Alright, Forest 2. The Forest 2 area doesn't really matter what map we get. The difference between the longest and the shortest one is about 10 seconds. Not that big of a time loss. So we just kind of neglect it a little bit. Yeah. If anyone's actually wondering, mag. With all this damage, you might think we don't need this mag, but it serves a very specific purpose in keeping it. Well, 2 specific purposes. One, at level 14, we can equip a weapon called a shot without it, but with a mag, we can equip it as early as level 11 if we train it correctly, which is why I purchased a maximum amount of antidotes to feed the pet to give it stats, to increase my own stats. Weapon clips are based on your character's base stats, which can be increased by your pet's base stats, and by other things that you can equip to increase the stats slightly. I should pick that weapon up. Actually, it doesn't matter. So I equip the maximum number of sabers that I need to complete the run, no more. Just because any more is just kind of, whoops, lame. So I tried to do a thing in a room that to avoid a second set of enemy spawns by not trying to kill the penguin, and I ended up smacking the penguin instead. That makes me sad. So most of this game is just running around, trying to figure out what map you have, and completing it. The current world record for this game, which I hold, is a 46:20, and that run had, I think, 2 average maps, and the rest were perfect. And that gets a little more impressive later on in the run. As I said before, for Forest 1 and Forest 2, there are 3 areas I could have gotten. The same thing applies for caves. There's 3 caves, and each one I can get one of 3 different areas. But once you hit the next level, the mines, the 3rd area, that starts getting a little iffy because there are now 6 maps that you can possibly get. And then the same thing with the final area. There's 4 different areas, different maps, all kind of blended together. And before 10-minute run, that's not physically possible until a wrong warp has been found, which, unfortunately, we had the means to try and find one, but it didn't work. Which makes me slightly sad. Oh yeah, so I'm fighting the first boss, the dragon. 5. Alright, so first boss, Dragon. He has 2 phases. First phase, you cannot kill him before the first phase, you do enough damage, and then he gets angry at you, and he tries to fly away, and then he uses Dig. And he misses a lot, pretty much. But we kill him before he jumps in the air to do that animation. And then I was counting before, and I count my steps, or a number of steps, so I can get to the teleporter after the boss dies. He's the only boss you can walk during his death animation. It's weird. And this is Phantasy Star Online, not Phantasy Star Universe. That is so he is named the Dragon, not De Reagan. His name is Dragon. So we got good luck again. Another short map. In terms of running this game with glitches and glitchless, this map is absolutely horrible for glitchless because of a specific enemy that I'm sure a lot of people will remember. I want to feed my mag, but it's not hungry. Oh, so I was going to mention, with a name that decides the color ID, which decides the item drops. I was going to use the normal name that I use is the number 5, and that also achieves Blueful. I found the name that I have picked out uses Blueful, so it just kind of worked out. But the other color ID I was thinking of using would be Viridia, which that would be the number 2 or the lowercase d. Which, the only reason I'm considering using that is because of how the weapon drops vary. I was contemplating whether or not I should play this safe with a color ID that gives decent item drops for healing and a good chance for the weapons I'll be looking for later in the run, or if I should just straight up increase the chance of actually finding the overpowered weapon that you can only use late game, because that's the earliest you can find it. And by late game, I mean ruins. The final area, the final dungeon of the game. So when I was looking at the weapons, when I was doing the duping from Maseta a long time ago, I duped an extra time just in case a certain scenario where the weapons in the shop would be special weapons. I screwed up. And luckily I didn't, and I got the best weapon possible. Saber +2 increases my damage range by quite a bit. Each grinder increases attack power a little bit. So what I messed up right there was I failed to kill one of the sharks before I popped up those pan arms, which is the worst enemy for a glitchless run, because they're just a tank, and you can't damage them until they split. Luckily, in this run you have enough damage to actually damage them while they're together, and doing so saves time because if they split, you have to wait for them to despawn individually, causing the next wave of enemies to spawn slower. And I shot an evil shark when I was trying to destroy the pan arms. So, not a big mistake, but wastes like 5 or so seconds. Up to, if you don't kill them quick enough. For anyone that wants to try and play this game, there are private servers for the final version of the game, Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst. There's a bunch of private servers, I'm sure you can find one. Ones that I've played on are like, I don't remember. I don't play it casually a lot. I just mostly do runs nowadays. There's also some little, nothing to do with the speedrun, but you have these little chat things you can mess with and create a funny thing. Like, Rosho's beautiful, apparently. Or you can go as far as to fix a chat symbol. Give a little top hat to the hello face. Alright, so Caves 2, the introduction to another new enemy, the slimes. there's a nice little glitch with them where if you use a trap item on top of their spawning location, the effect of the trap will take effect immediately. And for damage traps, it just kills them. I don't know why that works. Something in the error of the coding, I guess. There, little top hat. Oops. Quick conversation, country, other. I don't see Ireland. Did I miss it? Or is it just not here? No, I don't see Ireland. I'm sorry. I can't make it say Ireland is drunk. Close enough. There's a lot of downtime in this run, just wandering around, stumbling through doors. Hey, look, a switch. I'm gonna step on it. Pet's not hungry. Look at my inventory. All my inventory. So most weapons that have a green name usually have extra percents added to their damage. And so I find it strange that you can purchase a green weapon from a store, but it has 0% on everything. A green weapon just jacks up the price by like 10 or so setup. Not a huge increase, but it's kind of silly that it's literally just a neutral weapon with practically base stats besides the grinder level. From this point on, I will be looking at weapons on occasion, if they're like right on the way to the area I'm trying to travel to look for a weapon upgrade to my current handgun. An auto gun is nice because it increases my damage range by a little bit and prevents me from having to take multiple shots on some enemies. Do you use this weapon for the whole game? Hopefully not. I will be swapping weapons. Once I find mines, I'll be looking for like auto guns and mech guns. And then once I hit ruins, I'll be frantically searching for a shot. So, also I put a trap down, there's a slime that spawned under the trap and just exploded, door opens, it's all good. The mech guns are a two-handed Gatling type machine guns. They fire 3 bullets per attack, and you can, with every weapon in this game, you can do 3 hits. And so a weapon that shoots 3 hits in 1 attack, you can hit a total of 9 times, which is nice for single target enemies. Massive damage if you have a high enough attack power. Unfortunately for those weapons, they don't actually increase your damage by anything. Practically nothing, actually. And so it just uses the damage based on your character's actual damage. So having this many weapons stacked on me will increase the damage I deal with the mech guns significantly, if I find them. Speaking about mech guns, if I do find them, I will actually have to fix the little sprite on the weapons. As I said before, I don't have a handgun in my hand right now, I'm just kind of pointing with my sword and everything just drops to the ground. For whatever reason, mech guns don't work without their sprite. Something about their bullets get unloaded with their sprite. I'm not sure how to explain it really. Like the sprite's loaded elsewhere in memory, I guess, and shooting somewhere else. Off the stage somewhere? I don't know. I haven't gone too much into the data of this game to figure it out. So Caves 3. So far the only bad maps that we've had have been Forest 2 and Caves 2, which I did say before, those are negligible because they don't matter much. And more pan arms. That's how you're supposed to deal with them. Damage range, please. You. I don't want to split them before they attack. There's multiple ways to prevent them from splitting. One of them being attacking them while they are attacking, they cannot split. The other ways are to use traps on them. Confusing them and freezing them prevent them from splitting apart. So, I might be using that for the next one, if I run into another one. Which I believe this layout has another one. Yes, this layout has another one. Oh man, I was 80 points short for a level up. There is a slime that's going to spawn where I put that freeze trap. I'm going to have to destroy that before. Yeah. Slime spawned exactly where it was. Not having a damage trap there sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. I can just stand next to him and make him pop out of the ground, out of this little puddle, and hit him that way. And now we're close to almost everyone's favorite boss of this game. And I hope everyone realizes that I said that sarcastically slightly. Not really, I don't know. I don't have a problem with this boss. A lot of people do. Which, the first time you fight him, yeah, it's very problematic to figure out how to fight him. And with this much damage, it's not really an issue. Unfortunately for me, no auto gun, so hopefully I don't mess up this first phase. There we go, got it. Good fight. First time you fight him, you don't know how to dodge those lasers, and you don't realize to attack the little pillars he shoots at you. Or at least I didn't realize that until I saw someone do it. But you can actually stand in the corner for the first laser shooting attack and just dodge everything, while at the same time able to hit his face with projectiles. And then you just wait for him to jump on the raft, and you shoot him in the face. And that was the caves, and the worst boss in the game. Hooray! So a lot of people that have run this game, strategies kind of differ. For my strategies, I like to pick up one or two soul atomizers. They remove all negative effects from a character's body. So you can get paralyzed, confused, shocked, poisoned, frozen, and soul atomizers can remove all of those. Well, except for frozen, you can't do anything while you're frozen. Hey, a brand! That's the upgraded form of a saber. No need to get any in this run. And now we start the mines, where RNG is going to be a little heavier, I guess. Fortunately, we got the best map to get out of the 6 maps, which is good for us, because it means this run's going to go very quickly. So this is already better than most average runs, with all the good maps. But that can still go all downhill from here. It's not over till you hit the final boss. Weapon drop. Knife. A knife. Yay. Knives are an upgraded form of a dagger, which daggers are just 2 small curved blades that hit repeatedly. They're kind of like the melee form of mech guns. Is the dipping part of the glitch part of the speedrun? Or dipping glitch. Yeah, well, you dupe the setup to do the glitch, to stack all the weapons to go fast. So yes, it is. So I need to feed my Meg one more time. Hopefully it gets hungry soon. Megs get hungry on a timer by 3 minutes 45 seconds-ish. I don't keep track of it very often during this run, just because you only have to feed him 10 times. Or give him 10 items. And there, he's maxed out as far as we actually need him. Because we need him to evolve once to get his special attack, which will make us invincible if we need it. And upon filling the special attack bar at the top left of the screen, right where my character's health is, there's a little bar that now shows 8 points. That is the photon meter. And filling that up will give us our special attack. Every character starts with a different special attack, and based on how you feed your mag, you can get different ones. The one you started with as a ranger is a fish. So if I need to use it, hopefully you'll be able to see the fish. Or rather, a dolphin, I guess. So I said this was the fastest layout, but this is the slowest room in Mines 1. And the reason I say that, it's in 3 different layouts, if I remember correctly. And it sucks for being in the fastest layout because it's you have to wait like close to 45 seconds to spawn the enemies that progress the doors to open. It really sucks because there's nothing you can do to speed it up. You just kill all the enemies before the spawns actually occur, and just sit around, looking all happy. There, that's the spawn net. Ooh. Alright, telepipe. That's just a safety precaution. Precaution. I will be trying to remember to use it before the final boss. Just in case something goes wrong and I die, I will be able to teleport right in front of the boss room again. If everything goes well, I should never have to use it. And oh baby. Okay, so we got like the second fastest layout for Mines 2. Good run so far. So this room, you don't have to kill everything. I kill those first 3 guys just so, hey, lasers. Just so I have an easier time dealing, that's a laser. I have an easier time dealing with the normal enemies around here, which I don't normally have that much issue with. They just got unlucky, started spamming lasers at me. And then the confused one decided that I was a good punching bag. So, at this point, dying is a real possibility from a lot of enemies. Gigash. That is a good weapon for a character that can use it at this point. Not what we need. But yeah. We're running this game with a naked character, and what I mean by naked is we don't have any armor or shields. So, we have base defense based on the character's base. Oh, and the +5 defense from the mag. Hit that. And that's an accidental button press. So you get to see the fish. Or the dolphin. I should have reset my special attack instead of keeping it there. I tried to switch weapons and it didn't go as planned. But, hey. You get to see it. Oh, shoot. Some enemies you can't attack until they're aggroed. At least Canadians are an example of that. And then Durans. Yay. Dropped healing. What do I have? 6 heals. I'm good. Monomates, dimates, and trimates. Mate-type items are healing items. And it's good to keep a stock. The color ID I have right now usually gets them quite often. And I've been seeing a lack of them so far. so again with this room, you don't have to kill everything, but I'm going to kill the enemies that, some of the enemies that aren't necessary, just to make it easier so I don't get swarmed in the darkness. And he's being nice, he's not going to shoot a laser at me. Nice. Now this room is very important, as in every layout this room is in for the mines, there's like 2 maps without this room in Mines 2. And, yeah, it shows me that there is a tower. And I didn't mention about these towers before, but you need to hit 3 of them, 1 in each second area before the ruins. So Mines 2, Forest 2, Caves 2. And missing one is bad because the door to the ruins, the final area, is locked if you miss it. If you miss one of them. 3 soul miser, so get rid of the slow. That trap slows me down if I get hit by it for like 30-ish seconds. I don't remember. So we are slowly but surely approaching the boss to this area, which, as some people call it, Skynet, for one reason or another. Oops, that's not my weapons. I meant to switch to Saber there. Nope, that's not good. I don't want to shoot that floating enemy generator thing, because the 2 enemies known as Dubchicks, that's a laser. 2 enemies known as... Ah, camera, please. 2 enemies known as Dubchicks will despawn and load extra enemies, and I don't want to. He's shooting a laser. I don't believe this. No. They're basically zombie robots. I never understood the concept of this. Kill the jumping monkeys, soul barrier, and Garans. Got it. Okay. Okay, boss time. Am I dropping frames? I'm dropping frames. My internet is not the best. I live out in the middle of nowhere, and the best internet we have is crap. So I apologize if the stream...
Hope you like the Wind Waker icon on my Hitbox channel.
So they may have missed a boss fight. The most fascinating of them all. No, it looks like they're seeing it. Right, so Volop, 2 phases. First phase, you can deal enough damage to his AI, I guess, to cause him to show his hard drive. Or you can just destroy all his protective pillar ram sticks, I guess, that pop out of the ground. You didn't get to see that because I choose to do the fastest way to do it. And yeah, the fight just pretty much, second phase, you stand still and just shoot him until he dies. Not much going on. But now we get to see the exciting part. Will I get the favored weapons, shot or mech guns? I really want to show off a shot, so hopefully I find one. Just because it's completely overpowered. Hey, there's an auto gun. That's an increase in damage. 25% hit of that. That's silly. Okay. So, time for the worst enemy in the game, and a lot of them. Claws. The reason they're the most annoying enemy in the game, they float, they're light, and if you're not doing one-hit kills to all of them, if you hit them, they float away. Sniper, I need to... Okay, I'm looking for a weapon with perfect dark percent. The way percents work is the weapon, base damage of the weapon is increased by that percent amount, against that type of creature. And because in Episode 1 everything is just spaced out, normal, A-Beast, Machine, and then Dark, I'm dealing a ton of damage to Dark creatures now. And a lot of the damage ranges that I would have are kept to a minimum. And it's also nice finding this Sniper, because Sniper has an increased range over a handgun type weapon. I need to reset my mag here. Brand again. So the enemies that I'll be focusing on looking at item drops from, weapon drops from, mostly are Claws and Dominion, the base form of the Swarm enemy here. Because they have the highest chance to drop mech guns and a shot, or just weapons in general, I guess. Aw, he looks hungry. Let's give him some food. I hope I won't need that. Oh, I did forget to mention that we also got good luck for the first map of this area. For anyone that knows what's going on, this is very exciting. Because this run, I'm not quite sure what pace I'm on, but I'm pretty sure this is pace for sub 50 minutes, which is incredible for this game because of how the maps work. Also, one-shots. I can die very, very easily here. Chaos Sorcerers, the thing I just missed a few times, will one-shot you with their magic attack, and so you want to take them out or take out their stupid magic crystal as quickly as possible. Getting hit by an enemy that doesn't kill you in one hit is okay, as long as you kill the thing that one-shots you. There are other enemies at this level that will one-shot me as well, and like these guys would have one-shot me at level 12, and now I think I survived at level 13. Just barely. But another enemy, the Belras. You saw me, they're just giant walking towers, I guess? And they like to hug you if you're in melee range, and if not, they'll just shoot their hand at you. And that is also one shot, getting hit by them pretty much. By anything. There's two of them right now. I'd go up for a hug, but I don't think hugs are appropriate right now. Another sorcerer, die. Oh yeah, Del Sabers have an annoying mechanic where if you're within melee range, they will evade everything, including gunfire and sometimes even effect traps, which gets really annoying because they'll dodge and then instantly go for a swipe or try and hit you, and they have a pretty good chance to crit you because of how low of a level you are.
I have a question, actually.
Yes?
Why does Shining Finger Sword from G Gundam shoot the gun at him instead of using the bright, shiny lightsaber?
I have no idea. That's a good question.
Well, you got really powerful at the beginning of this game. With the help of Kiyoshi! I'm sorry, it's...
No, it's okay. I like that. Alright, so the worst RNG I usually have for this run is in Ruins 2. I usually get a bad layout. For Ruins 2, 6 maps once again, except for 3 of the layouts are matched for the fastest layout. I'm not even sure which one it is. Just because of they're all pretty quick and they're all even without having the shot weapon. And then there's just 3 layouts that just suck because they take forever. This isn't the worst of those 3, but it's still pretty good. I just gotta say, this one has been pretty good to this point. Okay, that's an early buster. I'm getting all these good weapons for a glitchless run, but nothing too promising for a glitched run. This is slightly irritating, but not unmanageable. Ah, it's gonna jump at me. He jumped at me.
Well, believe me when I say you're not at all pressed for time. We're so ahead of schedule, it's not even funny.
Yeah, I know. I just want to show off this weapon so bad. That, and it makes the run go a lot faster, and it feels good to have it. Queen! You made it!
Those emotes, though.
Yeah, that's not my mag.
What does a purple tentacle have to do with a blue-haired anime girl? I don't see the correlation here. Can somebody explain?
I think that's her pet octopus.
Oh, her pet octopus Ultros from Final Fantasy VI. It all makes sense now.
Exactly. Time for another one of the worst enemies in the game, Gunners. They are annoying in that they are invincible until they start attacking. Just like completely invincible to physical damage. And it's irritating as a cast because a cast can't shoot magic. You are a machine. You have no spirit, no soul, no magic. Cast supremacy. Buster. Jeez. No weapon love today. Yeah, at least I found a good dark percent weapon. That speeds things up a little bit. And actually makes the final boss very safe. Oops. Missed. Another thing about the Gunners that's annoying, you have to wait for them, the way they're configured. If you let them jump around, they will swap who is the Master Gunner, or the Death Gunner, as their class is called, or the enemy is. If you hit the leader, they will all get stunned if you don't kill him in one hit. Which I can use that to my advantage once in a while, but I deal too much damage to do that this time. And Claws! They are enemies that are invincible until you can target them. You have to aggro them to target them. So I can't use my super infinite range of a sniper to my advantage against them. More Gunners. I don't know about anyone else's experience playing this game as a kid, but anytime I entered a dark room, I nearly crapped myself anytime enemies walk close to me. Just because you can see their little dots on the minimap, but you can't see them until they hit you. Scary.
I never played this as a kid, but a lot of my friends did, and they talked about it constantly.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Kinda know about the game by transitive property, I guess.
Well, it's still better than not knowing about the game at all.
Yeah, that is very true.
I've pretty much played this game ever since it came out, and I haven't stopped yet. I just found a new way to play it. Make your friends go in first. Make them take all the aggro. That sounds like what you'd do, Queen. Ruins 3, final dungeon area. And making good pace, too, I feel. What's my time currently at?
43 something.
Oh yeah, that's... Oh, it would have been sub 50 pace if I didn't get this map. This is the longest map of the final area of the 6 I could have gotten. God damn it, Queen. So, this is a pretty average run. I'm still looking for a shot or mech guns, and I usually get them pretty commonly. I did a practice run last night where I found like 6 or 7 shots, and that's just like ungodly. He's like demonic luck. Just getting all these melee weapons. The heck? Game. Oh, HP material. That'll definitely save me 2 extra health. So many claws. Lock gun. It's not at all helpful. Lock gun is the third form of a handgun. It's not really powerful or helpful because it increases my damage, yeah, but I have a 25% dark weapon, which I never did fully explain why percent weapons are nice here. I did mention that the base damage of the weapon is increased against that type of monster, but I forgot to mention that it affects all weapons you have equipped at that moment. So all the sabers I have equipped currently have plus 25% increased damage against dark, which is why you're seeing me deal like 500 per power attack instead of the 400 I'd normally be doing. I'd be like doing 450, 460, but I'm dealing clear over 500 with a low damage roll in the high 400s. Oh god. And a very unfortunate damage roll of being 1 point away from killing a Belra. Gotta love the music for this area, it's so hype.
Yeah, no doubt. It is actually pretty good.
And then it has a calming bit for no reason. It gets soft and heavy bass, and you drop it, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just saying things now. But we are getting close to the boss now, which is nice. And actually, I have to remember to not reset my photon bar anymore after I max it out next time. Because this close to the boss, I need it maxed out to for a safety precaution, so I can use my invincibility of the special attack. The invincibility frames of the beginning of the special attack to avoid dying to the final boss when it mashes magic at me. Oh, I did forget to mention that gunners actually, when you freeze them with a freeze trap or a freeze magic spell of some type, an ice spell of some type has a chance to freeze, they are vulnerable to all types of damage while frozen for some reason. I never understood that, but it's very helpful. The long hallway. For anyone that's a big fan of this game and played it enough, you know that final room is coming up, thanks to this given part. In every layout, final room is always a long hallway to it.
Boy, I sure do love long hallways.
Not ominous at all. Not ominous at all. I can talk, I swear. As a horseman.
It's okay.
I'm still a bit on nerves.
Is this like your first marathon or something?
Second. And the first one I
Second?
Yeah, the first one I did a race against another, the Jayu. He'll be doing Fez and Ari in the Blind Forest.
Yes.
Whatever you say his name as, I don't know how to say his name.
It has tomato to me, honestly.
Fair enough.
But yeah, marathon nerves are definitely a thing.
I don't do well under peer pressure, but this has been an amazing run. Especially since I've gotten, like, 2 upgrade weapons. Nothing much to... Oh god. Okay. Heal. Don't panic photon attack. I need that for the boss. Dodge the fist. We're all good. It's all good. Golden. And we didn't get a shot or mech gun, so we have to single target this boss. Safety telepipe. And we're good. Final boss time. If I would have gotten a shorter layout, any kind of shorter layout would have been a minute. I think this longest layout is anywhere between a minute to 2 minutes longer than all the rest. So, kind of bad to see this on a run that was going so well. It makes me sad. Look, it's so pretty and now it's not. Oh. You're walking on the faces.
I mean, as long as you're underestimate, it's all good.
I know, but
even if you went overestimate, it'd still be fine, to be
Yeah.
quite honest.
Well, my average times for beating games are around 54-ish minutes, so an hour is severely overestimating for me.
Just let me know when time is.
It's coming up. I'm on first phase of the boss down, time for the second and last phase for normal mode. And this is where the last bit of RNG can happen, because this is the only boss in Episode 1 that's RNG, based on movement. And I'm getting trolled. Really? You doing this, balls? Really? I got a long-range weapon, so this is fine. I got a 700.
He's harnessed the powers of the Dark Gundam. I had to. Oh, can I please? Oh my god, I want to play the sound clip so bad.
Go right ahead, I don't mind.
I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Alright, time is coming up soon. I just killed the boss, but time doesn't end until I enter the epilogue, or the teleporter to the credits. And time ends when the screen goes from exact time.
Alright, you got a 51-12.
Oh, nice. That's a very good run.
Yeah, man, you did really well.
That last dungeon kind of screwed me over by 2 minutes. For a good sub 50. The thing about sub 50, sub 50 is really hype because the only person to have ever done a sub 50 is myself, and I've done it about 8 times over the course of since I started running this game, and literally no one's gotten close. As I said, the world record in my PB is a 46:20, and that was a good run, very good execution, but very terrible weapon drop luck. And I believe the closest person to ever come close to my record was MT Numbers, the Yoshi Island runner. He did this game for a little while, and he got a 51-something. And I think that was the closest time to my record. This
was really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of RNG, which it all happens right at the beginning, and everything else is just kind of cruise control after that. But yeah, I said at the beginning of the run, RNG is started. We found when the game is started up, and then there's also a secondary variable for RNG when the character is being created. So if we can figure out how to manipulate RNG in real time on a console, it'll be fantastic. But potential for a TAS if anyone actually cracks the code.
Is that a Japanese ballad I hear in the credits?
It's in English, but close.
Oh, never mind. I'm hearing it wrong.
It's fine. No, I believe you had a sound clip you wanted to show.
Oh, yeah.
Allowing the deceased Dahal and his Gundam to keep on resurrecting. I'm positive this guy has acquired abilities of the Dark Gundam with the help of Kyoji!
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Right, so I'm actually very happy with this time I got, just because the last marathon I did, it was a race I said against Jayu, and my time was at 58 minutes. That was an awful run. I had literally worse maps for everything, and I got hit way too many times because I was just jittery all over the place. I'm glad I did significantly better this time.
The credits were hyped a second ago. That is so true. Is there anything else about the game that you want to show off? Because we've got time.
Well, I'll just reset the game and actually show off what I meant by getting a shot, since I do have the world record character actually saved on this memory card. I just want to show off why a shot would be so good. My world record had a shot and mech guns that were both very good, I believe, if I remember correctly. That might have been a different run. I jumble a bunch of my runs together. I don't keep track of them individually. Oh, I also didn't get Principal Skip. I missed it again. Principal Skip is a 3 to 4 seconds time save at the beginning of the game, which you open a menu before the principal of the game tells you to go find this civilization that died on Pioneer 1. Okay, no. That was a different one that had super good weapons on. Yep. Okay, I gotta drop everything and sell the rest. Keep the shot. Let's just... how much? Yeah, I got enough. I don't got a lot of money, but I got enough to stack a few weapons, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I got enough to stack a few weapons. And now you get to see the short end of the weapon stacking glitch.
Dude, it's Optimus Prime. Holy crap, this game has everything.
Yeah. When I do runs, I don't choose the texture, the color palette of the character, and I don't choose the size. I just randomize it. And this is
But can you transform into a 16-wheeler diesel truck?
Not quite.
Damn.
Oh wait, I did the long way. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. And there goes half my money. Okay, maybe I won't be able to do this. I should be able to equip like 1 or 2 weapons. 3, better than I was expecting. Okay, it's not going to be very good. I went to the harder difficulty, but you get to see part of what I was talking about, just the increased damage in a shot. Yeah. Oh, maybe I could show off. If you do items and weapons, there's potential that if you do the wrong input, you will soft lock the game, and it'll just have a very loud noise. Yeah. Here's what a shot looks like. It looks like a crossbow, and apparently that's what a shotgun is in the future. It shoots 5 pellets, the most overpowered weapon in the game if used correctly. Against large mobs, that is.
I'm sorry, it looks like a super soaker from the back.
I never
What are you
thought
gonna
of
do,
that.
squirt water at me?
Yeah, with the proper amount of weapons
sorry.
and whips, you just devastate everything.
Devastating everything with your Super Soaker 3000.
And not
Oh my gosh, Fred.
I'm so sorry. I'm having so much fun with this.
Right, but that's all that really is to that. Just stack weapons, get powerful, get strong, and then just go on a killing spree.
That's really cool, man. Well, thanks for doing your run.
Yeah,
I
thanks
suppose
for-
we should start setting up for Splatoon.
Yes. So I hope everyone enjoys that run. Because probably
It
going to be
was
a
an
lot more
awesome
commentary than what I
run.
had.
Thanks so much.
Alright, well, thank you, Carl.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime, anytime. And we'll be right back, guys.